Good afternoon. Mike Davis here, Team Beachbody coach, P90X certified uh, instructor. Just here to reach out to you today, kind of share with you what my hopes and passion is with Beachbody is about, and hopefully that you'll be able to get some helpful tips from this video today. I'm going to try and put some different videos together over the next couple weeks, and if there's anything that helps you or you've got questions, you can feel free to get in touch with me. But I have a lot of people who reach out and say, I need assistance in losing weight. I need to lose so many pounds for such and such event, or the doctor's telling me that I need to do something about my physical being, that I'm too heavy, I want to lose the weight. But then the other thing that I get from folks is, I want to lose the weight, but I don't have any money. Or I can't spend a lot of money on my health, and a lot of times we use that as an excuse. And I understand that, especially in these times with the way the economy is, that yes, finances are tight, and typically fitness, when people cut back, that's one of the first areas they say, yep, I'm going to cut back from these extras. Your health is not an extra. That's one thing I just want to share with you. Your health is not an extra, because what happens when you let your health go, then you got to go to the doctor, then you got to go on medication, then the medication adds up. So then all that money that you thought you saved right now, you end up having to spend later on, and your quality of life goes downhill because of the fact you didn't take care of yourself. So there are ways to be healthy, there are ways to work out, and Beachbody has a lot of different programs, from the graduate programs of Insanity, P90X, P90X2, down to other programs like Slim and Six or Turbo Jam. There are so many different programs that you can do at home. Yes, there's gyms around that you can go to. Different things work for different people. So what I'm here to tell you is, what I have to help you and what I have to offer is something that you can do in your own house. And you may think, well, Mike, if I buy that, I'll do it, and then I just won't, or I'll have it for a little bit and then I won't do it. Well, that's the one thing that I want to share with you is that I am here as a Beachbody coach that doesn't cost you anything for me to help you. I can help set you up on a program, help you out with what type of workout that you want to do, and then be that accountability. Set you up in a Facebook group with other people who are doing the same type of programs and looking to lose weight, looking to get healthy, looking to get off blood pressure medication, looking to get off cholesterol medication. I've got people right now, I have two people who are, they're diabetic, and they started doing Insanity. And all of a sudden, their numbers have dropped. Why? Because they've started to work out. They've started to take their life serious. They've started to get healthy, and they've started to work out. And that's the passion that I have, is to try and help people. 2 years ago, I would have never thought that I'd be doing something like this. From working out with P90X, running half marathons at 270 pounds, and the doctor saying, do you want to go on cholesterol medication? Your triglycerides are in the 400s. I'm not one who's ever wanted to be on medication. Having migraines multiple times a week, just the quality of life was just going downhill. Having a newborn, now Mark is going to be almost 2, to now turn to think that to change this life, to have a better quality of life, not something that's just something to do. This is not something about trying to make money. This is something about trying to help save people's lives. And you look around and you see the trend of obesity that we face every day. It's amazing to see when you see how many people walk around and they're just not taking care of themselves. Why let medication, why let your quality of life go downhill when there are so many options available to you? This is just something that we as a country, we have to take a look at. We have to face this and find a way to help people. What is your biggest obstacle? That's just a question that I would put out there for you. What's your biggest obstacle? Is it the busyness of your schedule? Are your kids in 50 different programs and you're having to run around to every single one of them? Okay? It's great that your kids are in programs. Trust me, I understand that. I remember that as a kid myself. And I know my little guy, he'll be in different things. But if you're putting your kids' programs in front of your own health, that is where that's where there's an issue. Because if you don't take care of yourself, then what's going to happen later on in life? You're going to be sick. And then you're going to miss those years that you wish you had. So when it comes to your schedules, don't let the busyness of your schedule, because you've got your kids in so many programs, affect your health. Make sure that you take time for you. Don't let time be an excuse. Don't let busyness be an excuse. And of all things, don't let money be an excuse. Find ways to get healthy. Okay? So what are your obstacles? I want you to think about that. What is your obstacle? We'll come back to that in just a couple minutes. Okay? If you were to get healthy, if you were to take your life seriously and get fit, what's the benefit of it? Well, a couple things. If you're on medication already, think of the savings that you would be able to make without having to pay for medication. Okay? The insurance, the cost of insurance in our nation is horrible. Okay? You have to pay so much for insurance. Why? Because so many people need it. So many people need blood pressure medication. So many need cholesterol medication. So many people need this. So many people need that. And how much of this medication is needed because of how we've treated our bodies? Because we haven't taken care of ourselves. Think of what we could do as a nation if we were to say, you know what? We're going to take our bodies back. We're going to take our health back so we can be healthy for our families. The other thing is, how many people don't sleep very well? Okay, is that you? Are you struggling with sleeping at night? Do you toss? Do you turn? Do you have a lot of stress, anxiety? Did you know just by working out, getting healthy, you would be able to sleep better? Just by taking care of yourself, you would be able to sleep better. And then your overall quality of life. You know, you have kids, you have grandkids. You'd be able to run around with them and not be out of breath. Not have to say, oh, I got to go take a rest. A couple weeks ago, I was at a fair and got to talk to a couple of folks. A gentleman actually who was 60, I believe 67. And he just shared with me how he was able to go through P90X. Okay? P90X isn't just for young people. It's not just for people who are already in shape. It's for anybody. This guy decided to jump onto P90X because him and his wife were taking a trip overseas. They were going to Paris. And one of the places they were going, they knew they were going to have to take a ton of stairs. And they were going with people their age on this trip. Him and his wife both went through the program, went on their trip, and they had to go up all these flights of stairs, and they almost were able to run up them stairs. They got up the top, well, they had to wait for the rest of the group to get up there, and most of them got up, and they were out of breath. They were glad that they could go on this trip and be able to feel healthy and enjoy it, and not be like, oh, if I only would have taken care of myself. When you look at our older generation, and you look at people who've not taken care of themselves, what is going on? Does that not have any type of wake-up call? For me, it has hit me so hard saying, there are so many people that I want to help. And the only way that I can do that is for people to come. There's people to come to me. You know, I teach classes sometimes twice a day. Sometimes I teach the class mostly ages of 60 and over. But those people, they're working just as hard as the people that might be in their 20s or their 30s. And the nice thing is we've got this engagement now where we work Mondays and Wednesdays. We work hard, and they've taken it seriously. So look at your quality of life and see how much you can increase it. My passion is to help you. So how can you do that? Well, a couple things. One is you can go back and you can look at what those biggest obstacles that you have right now. You can email me and send me an email and just letting me know, hey Mike, you know what? I watched your video and I've got these obstacles. Can you help me get